we're gonna do something fun. Another thing that I saw off, I said just YouTube, but I can just be honest. This is from the John Boy Media team. This is stuff they do with baseball. So we're gonna be
Mhm.
doing ref guess, and what this is we show each other. Well, I decided we're gonna show each other.
We're
Normally,
guessing refs.
no. We're going to pull up a player's hockey reference page, which just shows the teams they played for, their stats, and the awards they won. And can you
Mhm.
guess which player that was just from those things? And so we picked two easy players. So it should be easy. We'll find out. Two easy, two medium, and then one hard player to figure out. So we're going to find out if we did a good job at
Mhm.
categorizing our easy and mediums. I'm gonna have to go back and forth. I'm gonna try to see how well I can do about sending you the things and streaming this at the same time. We'll find out.
Yeah, good. You got this.
But I'm gonna have you go first, so I'm sending you your easy mode here for your first easy mode. Make sure it's the right one. Yes, this is
All
the right
right.
guy. All right, so I'm sending you a text, and it is now on our disc streaming thing, so they can see who you're
Okay.
trying to guess.
Oh God. It's a goaltender.
Yes, it is a goalie.
This is actually pretty easy.
I was trying to be easy. This is the easy one.
Thomas
It
Vakuum.
is Thomas Vokoun. He started his career in Montreal, which I didn't know. Then played for Nashville. Then got traded to Florida, which is around when we started fall hockey. Was Florida starter. Then got traded to Washington and Pittsburgh for a seventh round pick. I remember that.
Oh yeah. We quote we do a bunch of we have a little inside joke about seventh round picks with because of Thomas Vakuum.
Yes. All right, so now I'm gonna see if I can figure out your easy mode. And I made sure I didn't look at this yet, so I think I've done a pretty good job. All right, so I am looking at it now. So we have a guy who started playing for Florida in 2008, received some Calder votes, went to Chicago, Winnipeg, Calgary for a while. I have a guess. Is it Michael Frolik?
It is.
Yes. I was
Your
worried. I'm
first
like, oh
favorite.
boy, the Chicago threw me off. I forgot he played for Chicago.
Yeah. I forgot he played for Winnipeg.
Oh no, I knew Winnipeg. I could picture him
Yeah.
in the Winnipeg jersey. Um, yeah, I'm surprised he received Selkie votes one time. What's up with that?
That's great. He was a good he's like a penalty killer. Like that's
Yeah,
what he
he
developed
was.
into.
Yeah, he started out as a little Yager because he's
Mhm.
Czechia, and then ended up being a two-way
A, s-
two-way player.
a solid defensive forward that I think most teams would want.
All right, I'm sending you your second easy one. We'll see if this is easy. We'll see. We'll
Okay.
see. We'll see.
Let us look.
Played
Oh
14
God.
years. Won the
Oh.
Masterton in 2009. There's his one award.
All right, I know who this is because believe it or not, I looked at his stats semi recently. Is it Steve
And
Sullivan?
this is Steve Sullivan. So we thought that's weird. We kind of thought the same, similar things. Like I'm gonna pick a player
Yeah,
that he liked, and then we could see if we
exactly.
could figure out his stats.
Yeah,
Did you know? Like he played for so many teams early in his career.
I know because I've always known him as a Nashville Predator. He played like barely in
Barely there,
anything with
just
Nashville.
a little stint.
He was mostly known as like Chicago, New Jersey. Those were like his days.
Yeah, I mean, but the only award he won was with the Masterton Trophy, which I mean that's a not it's not even a leadership award. That's like kind of like I don't. It's like
Community.
no, not community. So like Connor Ingram won it this year because he like was on the player assistance program last year, and then he came back and it played
Okay,
really
yeah.
well. I don't think that's
I'm
the
not
same as
sure.
Sullivan's, but it's basically perseverance, like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
So
he was a shorty.
that would be a very lame reason to give him that award.
Johnny
Um,
Gaudreau wins every year. Like, how are you playing? Nathan Gerby.
oh my gosh! All right, I'm gonna try my second easy one. Let me pull it up here. All right, guy who started. Okay, 90s player. Started in LA, 97. played for Florida. It's not Jovanovski because he started with Florida. Just those Selke votes, so he's a forward. Who is this? 91 points. Oh, sorry. I do know who this is.
All right. Who is it?
It is Olli Jokinen.
Yes.
All right.
I was worried that you weren't going to figure it out.
I was
like,
a little bit
I
worried
thought this
for a
was
second.
easy.
I was worried there for a second. No, it is. I just had to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now we're moving on to medium difficulty. We'll see if I properly name this a medium difficulty one. I wasn't sure. I was like, this guy is either going to be really easy or kind of hard.
All right, let's figure it out.
So we're moving on to medium. Here we go. Let's see if you can figure out who it is.
Cool.
Yeah. He had long career. 18 years. Thinking hard. Think out loud with us.
Yeah. Had a really good rookie season.
Yep. He was on the all rookie team. You can see he was second in Calder voting.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
He was with Nashville.
Oh, I know who it is. Jason Arnott.
It is Jason Arnott.
It did take me a while. I got it though. Oh my goodness. I would have been upset if I couldn't get it and you tell me. I would have felt like the worst. One of my easily favorites besides also David Lake one.
Right. He started his career in the 90s, so it would have been a little bit harder.
Yeah, because I didn't know we got him from Dallas. That's crazy.
Yeah, he won the Stanley Cup with New Jersey. I think a couple times. Might have been just one time. Can't be clear on the years here.
That dude just looked like a dad.
I think of that when I see Mike Fisher.
Mike Fisher too.
All right, now I'm gonna see if I can figure out your medium for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, more of a Nashville guy. Started in 2002. L.A. to Nashville. Traded to Florida mid-season. Trade deadline in 2012. Then we traded him to Edmonton. Went to Toronto. Random 40th in Selke votes in that 2012 season. Not a point scorer. Not a point scorer at all.
This one might be difficult, but I figured with medium, I wanted to make it a lot more difficult.
Was a center. He was a center. I'm asking for a hint a little bit. Is this guy like really short?
No, really big.
Really big. Oh gosh. Well, that makes sense if he was a center. So in my head, it was that one guy whose name I can't remember at all. Santorelli also came to mind, but that's not right.
No.
Gosh. So he was with us the year we made the playoffs, but he really didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Here's another hint. He was like a fourth line exclusive guy.
Give me fourth liners in the medium difficulty.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Are you going to throw out a name or just give up?
I can't. I don't have a name at all. I'm going to have to go up on this one.
All right. It was Jared Smithson.
Jared Smithson? I was never going to get that. I do. When you say his name, I remember him, but I was never going to get this.
That name was not in your head.
No.
Okay. So that was a little difficult. Okay.
That was hard. That could have been your hard mode for me.
Okay. Fourth liners are probably not the guys to pick for medium. I got it.
Probably not. Let me make sure this is the right. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna find out. This guy was definitely not mainly a predator, so that's why I put him in the medium here. Let me pull him up here on our screen that everyone hopefully is looking at.
Ooh, just played one season for Nashville.
and not even a
Most of
full season. It was
a
like at
long
the end of his
time
career.
Buffalo Saber.
Couple of Selkie votes in there. 65th. So many people get Selkie votes that you can finish 65th in Selkie voting. Lady Bing in 2011. He didn't win it. 32nd. Had an 81-point season there in 2008. This is definitely a guy who was a high overall in 2009. Not like a super high overall, but he was a good player.
Oh my god.
He was like a number one center
14,
for Buffalo.
15. Oh, I think I know.
Did that hint kind of unlock it?
It kind of spoiled it. I think I know who this is. If I'm right. Is it Derek Roy?
It is Derek Roy.
If you didn't say number one center, I might have been lost.
Well, I want you to be able to get it, so I'm okay
Yeah.
with it.
I was thinking about Buffalo guys, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I remember the year where we tried to get our our number one center was Mike Ribeiro. Our number
I
two
thought about
was
putting him.
Derek Roy.
I thought
Yeah.
about putting Mike Ribeiro, and I was like, it's going to be too easy, I think. Because when you see
Yeah.
those crazy years in Dallas and everything.
And he had a good season in Nashville too. So I would have been like, oh, this was the Mike Ribeiro era.
Yeah. No, Mike Ribeiro would have been too easy. I probably could have put him in easy mode. So I'm like, let's go Derek Roy.
Perfect.
All right. I'm going to see if can get my second medium. Or I'm 2 for 3, you're 3 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez, another 90s guy. But this guy got heart votes, so he's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did not play for Florida, so this is the guy who didn't play for Florida.
This is the guy who didn't play for Florida, but you know him.
I know him. Was almost on one of the All-Pro or All-Star teams, although I don't like that they call it All-Star, because they really should be called All-Pro. Oh, he's a goalie. Sorry. Now, okay.
Now things are making sense.
I know it instantly.
You know who it is?
Nikolai Habibulin.
Yeah.
Boom. I feel good about that.
That was a lot easier than Jared Smithson.
Yes. Jared, that was crazy. Jared Smithson, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'll have to remember to pick like third liners.
All right. This one, I'm not sure if you get, but that's why it's hard. But he still played in the era that we started watching. I'm making sure I'm sending you the right one.
Let us see.
Let's see.
All right. This is hard mode.
This is hard mode.
Dun, 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 dun.
You can see he had that 1 year in Nashville.
1 year in Nashville where I didn't watch.
1999. 1998, 99.
All right. Let me follow this. So played for Washington. 2 years in Atlanta. I got started at the 2009 to...
Played for Minnesota and was getting Lady Bing votes. Still putting up decent points there. You can see 50, 61, 46.
I feel like once you say this guy's name, I'm going to know it.
If I feel like I can give you a big hint, so let me know if you want it. I'll save my big hint.
He has a point per game season too. Oh my gosh. Okay, is he a center?
I think he's a winger. Hold on. I'll give you the confirmation on that real quick. He was a left winger, so that's your tiny hint. He was a left winger.
Now I feel like I definitely know the name.
Okay, so you won't need the big hint.
No, I need the big hint because I'll know who it is when you say it. That's my problem.
Okay, here's my big hint. He is currently actively a head coach in the NHL.
That does not help me at all.
Okay, do you want even a bigger hint? This will give it away right away. He has coached both of our teams.
Oh my god, it's Andrew Burnett.
It's Andrew Burnett.
Yeah, okay, so I immediately knew like he was a winger. And I said, I would know the name, but as soon as you said he's coached both teams, like, okay. Yeah.
That like I could if
So
honestly
I
if you,
wouldn't have got it if I didn't get those hints, but I knew about him.
what's kind of interesting with Andrew Burnett is those 6 years in Minnesota, he still shows up in like all the top 10 for their wild statistics because
I
they have a
know.
such terrible history.
Yes.
So
Minnesota, not good.
Andrew Burnett was not just some random guy that showed up behind the Panthers bench one day. He was a solid player back in
Mm-hmm.
the early 2000s. And
Even he was
interest
doing good late. Played
yeah.
that Coronado season was like midway through his career. And
And
he's a point per game.
do you know this trivia thing?
What?
Andrew Burnett is the first guy who ever scored a goal as a Nashville Predator.
That's crazy.
So that
And then
one
we
year in
immediately lost
Nashville,
him.
he is the first ever goal scorer for the Nashville Predators. Now he's their head coach.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good to
If
me.
I didn't get if you didn't get your hard mode, I'm probably lost.
This guy's similar thing. Played
MDA. Is that Minnesota
Mighty
North?
Ducks.
Oh, Mighty Ducks of Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
1 year in Florida. Played with, or actually 1.5 years. Yeah, 1.5 years with Florida. Goes to Carolina the year they win the Cup. New York, Carolina. Boy, that era of Florida, I wouldn't know at all. That's like that's not even Pavel Bure era because he's pretty much only 1999 and 2000 and 2002.
Yeah.
Jeez. He was a center.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we don't have his stats from the 90s and early 2000s, I think he's a center based on the later career. Went everywhere. Gosh. A center who played for Florida for a few years. It's not Kozlov. I don't think you even would know who that is. Right? It's not Kozlov?
No.
No. He played with Florida longer than this.
Mm-hmm.
It's Valerie Bure. No.
No.
I was trying to think of that era back in the 2000s Panthers, but all
He
the
played
players.
up to 2018 to 2019.
You're right. I should be looking more around here.
Like,
Played for Minnesota, Nashville. Oh man! And this guy's like he's definitely not the fourth liner. He's probably a second liner, maybe a third liner.
third liner late in his career.
Oh, do you have any big hints for me?
Oh boy. Problem is, I don't think any of those hints will help you.
His name
Like,
rhymes with.
I'm not doing that.
I think I need something to help me trigger something.
Let me think. Okay. I'll just let's see if this is a hint. His face looked very old and he had black hair
What?
in his later stages.
What? That is wild. Hint.
Yeah, like his face like constantly like dragged down a little. Like it looked like
What? Oh, no, no.
you know, let me see a picture so if I see if I'm remembering him correctly.
That is the most. I can't think of how that would be helpful at all.
Yeah, he's not bad, but right now he's 47 years old. That's crazy. And he's playing
Yeah,
up
no,
till
he like just
2019.
retired not even that long ago.
Yeah, played a ton of games, like 1,500.
Oh gosh, so
He
I should know
was
this guy. This guy shows up probably.
I think the name will you'll know it,
Come
but
on,
you
they give
definitely
me
won't think Florida Panther.
which team would
I
he?
wish I could give you a bigger hint.
He's not even really known for these teams. That's probably what makes this hard. Is because
Yeah,
he didn't stick around anywhere.
he just played a long time. So like this guy has 1,516 games
See,
played.
he won another cup with Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he won both those cups against the Sharks and the Predators.
Yeah, he's a 3-time cup winner.
Yeah, he won it with Carolina, Pittsburgh. He only came to Pittsburgh when they won those cups, and then he left.
Mm-hmm.
So he must have been the key.
Then he went back for one season. He was not a key for the cup.
No, I'm just saying. I'm being funny
Yeah.
because they didn't win the cup after he left, and they didn't win the cup before he left.
Yeah.
Unless you,
Oh, now I get what you're
except
saying.
for
Nice.
2010.
They needed to bring it back.
Yeah.
All right, I will give you a hint.
Okay.
The rhyming hint. Dolan. Dolan.
Dolan
At Dolan.
at first. What? I'm sorry, but that does not help. You're just gonna have to tell me. I give up.
All right. I'm sorry that you couldn't get two. Matt Cullen.
Matt Cullen. Oh my gosh, that is no. That was nowhere in my head at all. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Isn't it crazy? He played
with Florida.
516 games. Played for both of our teams for 2 seasons.
Don't have him in a Panthers jersey at all in my head.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy had a crazy career.
Yeah.
Oh my
15.
gosh.
Is it, because I was looking for. So what I wanted to do for hard was I was going to pick like a very obscure player who's played 1,000
You picked
games.
an obscure one.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I was like, Matt Cullen. I forgot that he was in the NHL for a long time.
Next time I'm gonna pick some random 70s player that I know but you don't.
No.